Hi, everybody. 60,000. That's the number of new regulations the federal government has hit businesses with over the past 15 years. And according to the Small Business Administration, those regulations cost businesses $1.75 trillion each year. That was not missed by Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. He says we need to stop the parade of new regulations, and he joins us right here live. Senator, not only do you say you need to stop, you even know the threshold in which they could start again, perhaps, and it's just over 7%.
Well, good morning, Brian. Yeah, thanks for having me on. You mentioned the $1.75 trillion. We mentioned that figure a lot, but people really need to stop and think about that. That is a larger figure than all but 8 economies in the world. It's 12% of our GDP. That's the cost that we heap on job creators every year. And so my Regulation Moratorium and Job Preservation Act would stop the issuance of all new rules and regulations until the unemployment rate dropped below 7.8%, which is where it was when President Obama took office.
Now, people will say, wait a second, another Republican trying to drop regulations so we have a polluted society with bad air and no ozone.
Yeah, Brian, we're not talking about, we do need to start rolling back some of these harmful regulations, but right now we're just saying stop them. Let's put a moratorium on them so we can allow job creators, businesses to expand, and let our economy heal before we start looking at new ones. But really, we do need to start rolling things back. But nobody's talking about unfettered capitalism here. We all want a clean environment. You know, we do need some rules and regulations. We just don't need as many as we have today.
Senator, have you heard, now that you put that out there, have you heard any positive response from anyone on the Democratic side?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, we have, and we're trying to work with some other Democratic senators to try and get their buy-in. Listen, every member of Congress, when they go back in their districts, and even as businesses come talk to them here in Washington, they are inundated with story after story of businesses saying, get this agency or that agency off our backs. It's destroying our business. EPA is one of the worst actors in this process.
Senator, this week you had a chance to vote on the jobs bill. It did not pass, not only did not have a single Republican, it even lost some Democrats, and more would have voted against it if they didn't know that it was going to be stopped. And the president has vilified you and your party to the point where you had protests go into your Wisconsin office, correct?
Yeah, they went to Milwaukee when they knew I was in Washington, D.C., demanding a meeting with me. And, you know, we certainly offered to meet with them, but they just came there with a lawyer. They wanted to get arrested. So I don't quite understand their point.
But the president has said, let your lawmaker know that you're not happy, that you're not voting for the jobs bill. Do you hold the president responsible for some of the angst that's happening now?
Well, listen, I certainly hold the president responsible for not getting our economy moving again. I mean, no doubt about it. He came into office with a tough economic situation, but his policies have moved this country in 180-degree wrong direction. The Obamacare law, Dodd-Frank, all the rules and regulations have created such a high level of uncertainty, a lack of confidence. That's what's preventing job producers from having the confidence to expand their businesses and create jobs. So we need to put the blame where it really deserves to be laid, and that's at the president's feet.
All right, and my last question to you is, you as a business person, have they tapped you, anybody tapped you to find out what is wrong with the economy and what you would do as a business person and not a Republican?
Well, I'd say that's what the voters of Wisconsin tapped me to do, is come here and try and fix this very broken system. Brian, the federal government was never designed to run a quarter of our economy, and that's what we're asking it to do. There's a reason this government's dysfunctional. It wasn't designed to manage 25% of our economy. We need to start rolling back the size of government. That's really the solution. Get government out of the way.
All right, and that's what you're doing with your regulation. When unemployment goes below 7.8%, you can put some more regulations in there. Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on.